Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you the swaps that I made for my OnStage when I went to Orlando. So I'm filming this obviously before I've been. I'm hoping that I will have had an amazing time. I know that I'll have had an amazing time. And my next tutorial will hopefully be me telling you all about it and showing you all the amazing things that I received while I was there. I truly can't wait. I'm so excited. So these are my swaps. Now, I have cased these from a fabulous lady called Becky, who is Bobbity Crafts. And when I went to my last crafting retreat with all my Stampin' Up buddies, this was her swap. And because obviously I'm going to Orlando, I can't be taking great big crazy projects, so I needed something fairly flat, fairly light, and so this was what I did. I thought, well, I'm going to go with fabulous Becky and make what she made. So this was her. She used different DSP and she didn't have anything on the front, but everything else is the same. So beautiful little card inside, and we had to do the theme of celebrating the 30 years, so I just went with that on the front. So they're really nice, and they'd be a lovely little gift if you wanted to give them to somebody, or maybe if you were having a party, a 30th year wedding anniversary or a 30th birthday party. You could leave these on the table just for people with a little note inside. I think they're fabulous and I love them, Becky, so I hope you don't mind me casing them. So I'm going to show you how I made mine. So to start off with, you're going to need some DSP. I'm using the Show What You Love DSP, that's right, get it right in a minute. And I have all my stuff on the floor at the moment. I do apologise, so I'm constantly having to bend down and grab all my stuff off the floor. So you need some DSP that is 5.5 by 4.5 inches, which is 14 by 11.5 centimetres. And we're going to score on the long side at fabulous, 2.5 and 5 inches. That doesn't seem to have shown up very well. And on the short side we're scoring at 1/2 inch, which is 1.5 centimetres. And that's it. That's all your scoring done. I'm so flipping glad that noise is going on. Hopefully they'll stop very shortly. So we're going to fold and burnish the score lines. And then we are going to, if I can even remember, goodness me, so we're going to cut wedges into the 2 long bottom panels, which will become clear in just a moment. Cut away the little square at the end and cut a wedge across the top there. So that is the initial look of it. Okay, so you've got a tab here and 2 tabs at the bottom. Back in with our tear and tape. So luckily I know that this one goes on the inside. So, whoops, nearly used my wrong scissors. So that goes along there. And then once this is folded in, so this one is going to fold inside and go like that, and this one folds over the outside. So we need tear and tape on the inside of this one. To make sure I get this right. So in, so we need, and then we need it on the outside of this one. So I will reiterate that in just a moment. So you have, so this is what I would call the front of your packet. So outside of this long tab at the side you need tear and tape, and then the bottom tab farthest away on the outside, and then turn it over and you need tear and tape on the inside of the one closest. I hope that makes fabulous sense. Probably doesn't make any. Right. So start off with this piece of tear and tape on the farthest tab away, and also the long one. And then we're simply going to fold these over and together. So you get the little packet effect. And then this one simply goes over the top. And then we can just use our bone folder just to make sure that adhesive's stuck and also to give our edges a neater finish. We then need our 3/4 inch circle punch, which I forgot to do and can't do now. Oh, botheration. Missed that bit. So don't forget to cut your little thumb hole before you do your adhesive. Completely missed that bit. So to decorate the front, I have one of the beautiful pearlised doilies. I have my 1 3/4 circle punch to punch some rich raspberry. And then I have my 1 1/4 circle punch that I'm going to use for my sentiment. So I've got a mixture of sentiments here. So I'm using Itty Bitty Greetings and the word celebrate, which just works perfectly. So where's my ink? So I've got my rich raspberry here. So celebrate. Then I've used Make a Difference to use the rest. So I have my 30 here, which sits just underneath nicely. And then I've written the word years from these letters here, which again just sits nicely underneath. So that's that bit done. 1 1/4 circle punch just takes it perfectly. And then where's my snail? There it is. Literally just layering. So that goes on to that central, if you can. This goes on to your doily, which again just sort of play around with the pattern here to make sure you've got it central. And then again just snail on the back and pop it onto the front. And I actually haven't got them with me because they're in my other room. Just add a couple of pearls onto the front. To make your insert, you will need Whisper White. I've used thick Whisper White here, cardstock. That is 4 by 2 1/4, and that's 10 centimetres by 5.5. I have my spritzer here just to spritz it with some water. And then I have my beautiful, lovely floral embossing folder that I found if you pop this right up into the top left corner with just a very small fraction, you'll get just enough of this beautiful flower and left enough room to stamp your words. So it's a dynamic folder, so I only need my Big Shot platform and my top sandwich, and just whiz this through out the way. So as you can see now, that's how it's left my embossing folder with just that lovely space. I'm going to use my delicate trio punch just to eyeball and punch that out of the top. And then I need my Love What You Do stamp set. I'm just cleaning my stamps off here so I can reuse my block. So, in fact, I don't need that one, do I? Use this one. And just go with Love What You Do, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? We love what we do. Back in with my rich raspberry, which will just get stamped at the top there. Give that a little clean as well. And then I have the beautiful bumblebee from the detailed dragonfly thinlets, which has all got stuck up but is just here. So just used my little bumblebee from that. And the best thing of this is that our mini dimensionals just fit there. So it just fits on that gap there. And then he just gets stuck on the flower. And then the beautiful velvet ribbon, rich razzleberry velvet ribbon, just goes through the top. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I do apologise. Oh, bless me. Excuse me for that. Now, don't make my mistake and pull this too tight because you will rip the card. What I did find was that if you pull one of the ribbons, it will automatically tighten all of it. And then you can just trim the top. And then, of course, this now just fits nicely just inside once you've figured out where the folded up bit is. Which side is it? It's the front, so come on, why is that not going in? Don't know. Oh, it's because I messed the sticking of that up. Right, ignore that. That sits nicely inside, and here's what I made earlier. That does sit very nicely inside. Isn't that just so cute? Thank you, Becky. I loved my swap, and as you can see, I loved it that much that I cased it and made them my own for my swaps for OnStage. Hope you like it. I hope you're looking forward to hearing all of my excited news when I get back, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.